Welcome back to another top table duels. This video is going to be a ranked best of 3 match. Up in the top, it's going to be tri-brigade at 796 against red naplfra at 830. Tri-brigade up here in the blue 99. I'm just going to call him Trice from here on out. He's going to be playing an Earth Machine deck, and down in the red we have Nap playing a Tearlament's build. Let me know in the comment section below before this video kicks off who you think is going to win this one. Just so you know, Machine is going first. Let's jump into it. Alright. So he says, you're all good. So he's going to start off with the Machina gear frame, which is going to allow him to add the Machina Unclaspera into his hand. Unclaspera special summon itself because it was added. And this is going to allow him to dump a Machina monster into the graveyard. Very common play line. He's going to go for the Machina Citadel, a spell speed 2 dark hole for 3,000 and less. And then he's going to Xe both of the Machina and then off into a Gear Giant X, which is going to add him his Infinitrack Harvester. And he's going to activate his Heavy Forward, which is going to allow him to add 1 Infinitrack to his hand. He's going to add the Brutal Dozer. Brutal Dozer's effect is going to tribute. So if you guys don't know, basically this play line is the Machine Earth deck is going to go through an entire combo play line. They don't end up on a lot of negates. They more end up on looking on their boss monster. But what they try to do is they try to get as many extra deck Earth Machines in the graveyard. And then they go through, they get Tunneler in, and they return them all, and then draw 2 additional cards to kind of set them up. So the actual whole play line, a lot of times you're not looking down too many negates. All right, so Tri-brigade, after tributing special summon, he's going to get out his River Stormer. He's going to detach 1, which allows him to take an Earth Machine and either add it to his hand or send it to the graveyard. He's going to add Therion Regulus. Therion Regulus is going to special summon it, likely targeting out the gear frame because it's a Union monster. Yep, adds the sends the gear frame, and then it brings out Union monster is going to be able to special summon itself. And here we're going to go in the Infinitrack Odyssey. So this entire play line starts the basically just a loop of River Stormer coming out, which allows him to go into Goliath. And then get into Ballista giving his Gearbox to his hand. Yep, there's Gearbox. So, while there's not, I mean, there's a couple times you can try to interrupt this deck, but specifically hand trap speaking, pivotal wise, let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below if you know a better pivotal moment to hit this. But where I've seen is you just hit the Tunneler when the Tunneler banishes. Because it banishes and then targets for cost. He doesn't have to return all of them into the graveyard, just has to return them. So if even only 1 returns, then something. So you could pretty much just try to ash the Tunneler's effect. But if you really look at this, what he's going to finish up here. So he's going to continue special summoning. In case you missed it, Regulus was made a 10 by the Tunneler. I'm sorry, by the Harvester, made it a level 10. So he's going to return, and he's going to draw 2. So those 2 draws didn't give him a whole lot, but resource-wise, he has plussed. He's got a loop set up for the next turn. Then he's going to activate his Anger Knuckler, which allows him to send 1 from hand to the graveyard and then target 1 level 10 machine in graveyard. So because he made his Therion Regulus a 10, he's going to be able to special summon into it, into the Rail Cannon Super Dora, attach his Heavy Forward to it, so it's got his opponent's turn, his turn, and another one of his opponent's turn. And basically, especially Tearlament, there's not a lot they can do about this or get rid of it. He's going to set his Rivalry and probably his Machina Overdrive. So the Anger Knuckler also allows him to get into his Citadel. Citadel can also special summon itself if any of yours leave. Yeah, but Citadel's basically quick spell speed 2, 3,000 or less dark hole effect. It's only once per turn, but he can get into it a second time with Knuckler. He can also, no, it doesn't look like he has it in this graveyard yet, but OG Earth Machine as well. So immediately, number 81 is going to activate its effect, which he detaches the Citadel. So he's doesn't know what his opponent's playing yet, but he's basically setting himself up. So 5-minute combo line. I know for them that probably took a lot longer to go through that combo line. But Nap is going to go ahead and activate Druid Worm. He is going to target the Unclassed Bear, special summon it out inside battle phase, because double-headed Angry Knuckler specifically says during the main phase, so he wants to turn that off. Yeah, so he's gonna try to run over the Angry Knuckler. Machina Overdrive is going to target one special summon Machina monster with a different name from the hand or deck, and if you do, destroy that targeted monster. So yeah, he's gonna get out OG Machina Fortress here. Yeah, so for those of y'all, everyone has to know what Machina Fortress does, but basically this card is destroyed. You can target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Before resolving an opponent's card effect that targets this monster, look at your opponent's hand and destroy that card. So none of those effects are once per turn. I mean, this is a little bit before Konami started figuring out that they probably started putting once per turns on there. So he targets it for attack. Machina Citadel is going to activate its effect, target itself, send everything with 3,000 and below to the graveyard. At this point, Druid Storm has to activate. He can't go after the number 81, so he has to target the Machina Fortress, which then he's going to activate effect, and he's basically going to say, get rid of Paralino, turning off everything except for the instant fusion. Both those triple tactics dead. Nothing's been activated from Trice in the main phase. He's going to activate his instant fusion, get his search effect off here. And now he's got his engine online. So he's going for the standard. Kick Kalos into Merly play. Mill 8. He does hit a Cyberstein. Interesting. I'm wondering what kind of targets he's playing to make Cyberstein worth the heavy 5,000 toll. So he's going to chain Havnus and he's going to chain Merly. He doesn't have a Rhino Heart Engrave, so he can get into Rukalos and then get into Swamp. Oh, he's doing something weird. Did he forget where he was? Yeah, gets into a swamp. That's his only other play. Trice says, hey, good job on putting out a worm. I'm going to go ahead and activate Rivalry. Just going to send him. Alright, so at this point, the Bestials are turned off. And now Trice is free to basically play however he chooses. Going to go ahead and activate the Machina Redeployment. Discard 1, add 2 Machina cards to hand. There is only 1 spell speed, 2 Graveyard Interruption from Medora here. So he's going to grab Rune Force and Gear Frame. Then he's going to activate Anger Knuckler. Anger Knuckler's effect is special summon itself there. Interesting. He is not trying to interrupt Graveyard just yet. Maybe he's... Yeah, so he's going to activate Medora here on the target, and now he's going to return 3. And then, so Machina Overdrive chains and says, I'm going to go ahead and get my draw. He's like, I'm going to target them and I'm going to get my draw. So, or target some of them and I'm still going to get my draw. So Nap just goes, nope, that's enough for me. I've seen it all. I'm going to go first. So he opens the Cyberstein here. So he goes into Merly Mill 3. He's going to hit the Kellebec and the Havnus. He's got everything. At this point, full engine online. 1 graveyard, supposed to be 2 Graveyard Interruption. He even hits the Rhino Heart. So at this point, Trice has no interruption unless he specifically mills something great. Nope, nothing he can use. At this point, yeah, add the crime, activate Perlina, get the Sheer into hand. I'm going to fast forward to this guy's play. No one wants to watch Tyr do their entire play in live 12 times in a row. Very standard. Going to activate the Kit Callus. He's going to get the Rhino Heart. Going to mill his 5. Activates his Sheeran Engrave. Activates Merle Engrave. So now he's just getting all those effects. Gets his Rukalos. Yep. Gets his Kaleido Heart. Activates Perlino to pop Rhino Heart to allow him to search the Solic. So now he's sitting on the double negate both of his floaters. He kind of screws up his Link Summon there, whatever he's going for. Gets his Elf. I'm assuming he's going to target Cyberstein. Yep, gets Cyberstein out. Let's see what he's playing here for 5,000 life points. The winner is a Naturi Exterior. That's a good card. Okay. I'm just going to say this game's over. Earth Machine, you're good. You're not playing through this. Good luck, Trice. Yeah, Trice reads the writing on the wall. He knows he's staring down, doubling the gates and a bunch of floaters. As well as Naturi Exterio. Can't activate any of his spells or trap. It's over. Trice goes first, and he duds. Opens up what I'm assuming there's 2 of his side of his cards. His Cosmic Cyclone as well as side of Graveyard. Activates Clockwork Knight. Turns everything into a Earth machine that's face up on the field. He activates Terraforming and adds a Twin Twisters, if only. Gets his Perlino. There we go. He had you could clearly tell, Nap, you had Twin Twisters on the brain. That's okay. We get it. You were thinking through on your play. Twin Twisters was well in there. Telegraphing a little bit. Alright, so Kel's effect. It's going to activate, ditching the Mudora. And then he's going to add the Kelbeck. So on resolution, Tresco says, hey, I'm going to activate my Rivalry. So now you're going to be locked into fairies. And then he's going to chain Twin Twisters. Oh, no, sorry. Nafila says on resolution, I'm going to chain Twin Twisters. So he's going to target the Silent Graveyard as well as the Rivalry. Silent Graveyard, he kept the 1 Cosmic in hand, so he's going to chain. Turn off all Graveyard effects this turn. Right? Is that just... It affects the acting of the Graveyard. Yeah, so even spells, traps, everything's off for this turn. Abyss Dweller on steroids for both people. So now that he's free to play, he's going to activate his Instant Fusion, special summon out his Mud Dragon. Okay. He gets his... Oh, yeah, so because Kit Callus would just die in the end phase and he'd lose his Kit Callus even though he got his search. It would be no good to him. Gets his Abyss Dweller. Definitely the better option from Nap here because even if your opponent does get something, you're just going to turn off all the grave effects. Trice activates his Urgent Schedule, which is going to get out his Harvester, as well as his Machina Fortress, which is going to allow him to loop and play a little bit. Abyss Dweller is going to go ahead and tack into Harvester. It does have the boost from Swamp. It's losing some of its power from Clockwork Knight. He's going to take the damage from that fight, and then he's going to special summon to his Zeus, at which point his opponent's going to lose everything. He's going to activate his Perlino, summon his Merle, mill 3, tries to activate Solic, says no, you can't, pass his turn. Trice gets the Rivalry. He's got the Clockwork Knight effect, but Nap is going to say, hey, during standby phase, I'm going to think about what I want to do. And he's going to activate Mudora and get rid of those... I'm assuming get rid of Clockwork, get rid of Machina, and get rid of Harvester. Turn off everything in the graveyard. Yeah, just turns everything off. Says I don't want you playing at all. All right, so Trice has a real tough decision to play a map out here. Yep, he's gonna set 1. I think that's the end of his combo line. On end phase, Nap is gonna banish his Keldo, which is going to probably activate his Perlino. That's going to wrap it up. All right, so at this point, he's got nothing engraved. I'm just going to fast forward through this because Nap's going to close this out. There's nothing stopping him from going in and just attacking all out. So Nap's going to continue on with his fast forward play. He's going to get enough for OTK on board, and that's going to be the end of it. Okay, so wrapping that up, let me know what y'all think about that machine, Earth Machine build. It is a shame that he kind of he Had a terrible hand that game. Couldn't quite get in his own engine. But game one, you definitely got to see the power of that. Trying to stop it, it can continue to play. Especially the best interruption is really just the spell speed 2 graveyard interruptions and turning those off. Going first on that. So as always, thank y'all for watching and spending time for this. It does mean a lot to me that you guys watch these videos and leave comments on good and bad. It allows me to become a better creator for y'all. So if you like it, please like and subscribe. If you don't, let me know in the comments why below. I like any and all criticism. And as always, let me know what decks you want to see, and I will catch you all next time.
Thank you for watching. Try some of these other great duels. If you like what you saw, give us a like and subscribe.